Hey everybody, it's Chasey Poo, and today I'm finally doing the review for the Peecock Inflatable Prosthetic. So, a couple of months ago, they sent me one and I did an unboxing. I did not know this was the prototype, and I don't know if I was supposed to do an unboxing of it or not, but it doesn't really matter because you all saw it anyways and everyone seemed to be really excited for it. So now I have the actual product and I have tested it out and I have made a bunch of additional content videos for my OnlyFans and my Fansly educational side, and I have also written a blog post about it because it is such an in-depth product review that I don't want to miss anything, and I know that I will miss something in this video. So I'm going to try as hard as I can to not make this video 100 years long, and I'm going to kind of break it down a little bit to talk about the features of this groundbreaking, life-changing prosthetic. I'm so excited. So here it is, all right. It is a packer, and you can inflate it, and it becomes a prosthetic for sex. I have been waiting years for a product like this. Now, I know that there are maybe two on the market. One is the Tyrone, and that one's been available for years, but it's a little bit pricier. I believe that now they've opened up their orders to people outside of Europe and outside of people who've already ordered it, and it is pricier. It's over $1,000. I have been eyeing it for like 10 years. To this day, I'm still thinking about it. So maybe one day I will make the plunge and get myself that prosthetic because it does have the pump as well. But for right now, let's go with something a little bit more affordable. This is only $300. Now I know, you're like, Chase, only $300? $300 is a lot of money. Absolutely. For a prosthetic that inflates and actually goes from pack to play, I thought when this came out, it was going to be $700. I am so impressed with the price of it and the mechanisms of it, and it has not disappointed in the sex realm, in the packing realm, and in just the inflatable and in staying inflated realm. That was one of the biggest kind of concerns. So let's start with packing. All right, so let's deflate this baby. There you go. So you can pack with this multiple ways. You can just put it in your underwear if you want. You can put it in packing underwear, that's no problem. But they've also kind of made like a different way of packing, which is pretty cool. So the first one that I want to talk about is the velcro. You can actually put and adhere a piece of velcro to your body, and then you put it on this little clip over here, and once you add that clip into the prosthetic over here, you can velcro it to your body. I was super skeptical. Out of everything I've ever heard, I was like, velcro, please. So I made a video, which is on my OnlyFans or Fansly page on the educational side, where I tried it, and I will spoil it for you if you want, but for me personally, the velcroing did not work. Now the reason why is because I have like extra skin and extra fat in that area, and even though I shaved the area, which is what you're supposed to do to add the little like velcro side, it stuck to it and it was super secure, and I was impressed. I could move it around and it was like amazing. However, because I have the extra skin and the extra fat, it was kind of, you know, lopsided, and it was still connected to my skin completely, but it was like pulling it a little bit. And this is not a heavy prosthetic in any way, but even because of the weight of it, it still pulled me down a little bit. So unfortunately for me, the velcro does not work. If I was skinnier maybe, and if I didn't have as much fupa fat, I guess it would feel a little bit better and it would sag a little bit less. So for me personally, it did not work, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. Now the second way to kind of pack with it is with the harness. Now this is what the harness looks like. There's a lot going on over here, okay? The first iteration of the harness I wasn't too pleased about. I needed it to be more adjustable because me and my partner are different sizes, so even though I got the like large or extra large, it just didn't work for her because she's much skinnier than me. So I wanted something more adjustable, and they did it, and I'm so glad that they did. The other thing is that when you're having sex, and I'll talk about that in a second, nothing was rubbing up against me, and I wanted something that I could feel it. They also changed that, so I'm super excited. So let me kind of demonstrate this. I also made a video about this on my OnlyFans and Fansly page, so you can get like an actual idea of what this looks like, because it's a little bit complicated. But once everything is tied in, and there are 2 videos explaining how to use and kind of navigate this harness, which I absolutely recommend. Please watch every single video that Peecock has in order for you to understand how to use this prosthetic, because there's a lot of components to it. It's really impressive. So this is what it looks like. Then there's this part here and then here. So it's a little bit complicated. Let me show you what it looks like on top of underwear so you can see how it feels. So as I mentioned, this little pocket here, you can add these like pleasure things that you can buy. There's two different ones. There's this, which is the stroker, and then there is also this, which is the breaker, I believe is what it's called. This silicone, by the way, like softest silicone I've ever felt in my life. So you add that in here, and then this rubs up against you. And as I mentioned before, you can tell a trans person actually tested this out and created this, because when I saw this, I was like, that's not gonna go on my junk, that's gonna go underneath me. That's not gonna be comfortable, it's gonna go inside my hoo-ha. Like, I don't want that. No, it actually hits you exactly where it needs to hit, which is amazing. This section also has the option to add a little bullet vibe in it. So there's like a little pocket. Also, this is faux leather, it's not real leather. And it comes with a remote so you can like Bluetooth whatever sensations so that you actually get to feel something when you're penetrating someone. And let me tell you, it's a good time. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't tried this one yet for sex, but I did put it on in that video that I'm talking about on my OnlyFans and Fansly to test out if it would work, and my peen actually goes exactly where it is. I can see how like during sex it could feel good, but because everything is kind of attached with my junk and it's not like, you know, I didn't have a release or metoidioplasty for it to go in here, it's a little bit kind of like this, so it's not the most comfortable, but it does feel good having something around. And also, if you're talking about self-play, so you actually can use this as a masturbation sleeve and then use this to jack off with it and you feel it. What? Amazing. All right, so this is 4.75 inches when it's inflated. It comes in 5 colors, and when you inflate it, it is recommended to do only 12 pumps. Don't overinflate it. So let me bring it up close so you can actually see the mechanism of it. All right, so here's what it looks like. They are planning on making a bigger one in the future, which is great. So the balls here are smaller than the prototype, which is good because that was also an issue that I had. I was like, the balls are too big always. This is what it looks like in the back. There's a little like plug that comes in here, but I lost it already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Ooh. 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. Pretty good. 9, 10, 11, 12. I wouldn't go more than that. That feels good. That's nice and and hard. The balls don't really get in the way when somebody is penetrating you, but when you're wearing them, you do kind of feel them, but these are much smaller than the other ones. So you can kind of like move this around too if it doesn't. There you go. So with sex, one of like the most common questions that I got, I'm not even joking, on my Instagram and on video, can you do vigorous sex with it? Yes, you can. From my experience, now remember, everybody's experience is different, all right? From my experience, yes, you can smack this down and you can work it and you can move it around, and for me, it has not popped. It has not deflated. It has stayed as hard as it was when I first started pumping it and started having sex, which is great. Now, I have not used this for anal yet. I think that you can. Not first time anal, because it's not hard enough, I would say. For like, you know, first time anal, you really need something that's a little bit harder to kind of get in there. But if you're used to anal, or you've put something harder in there and now you're ready for something else, yeah, I absolutely think that you can use this for anal. I will let you know on that though, because I have not used it for anal yet. You want to see what it looks like deflated? There's a little button over here. You kind of press it to the side like that. I will never not be impressed by this. I feel like there's something more that I forgot to mention in this review, but I can't remember it, so I'm gonna say just take a look at that blog post that I'm talking about, because it's gonna have a way more in-depth review and a little bit more information, because for some reason, like, my brain is just like not working right now and I can't remember if there was something I'm missing. So anyways, this is the inflatable peacock. I'm super excited. Please, if you are interested in getting it, take a look at the description. I put the link down there. I also put the link to the blog and to the OnlyFans and Fansly if you wanted more videos of it. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, have a great day.